There's something most men never learn about attraction, and it costs them everything. When a woman begins to develop real feelings for you, she doesn't come forward. She doesn't confess. She doesn't make it obvious. Instead, she becomes quieter, more careful, more guarded. And the man who doesn't understand this will walk away thinking she's indifferent, when in reality, she's overwhelmed. What I'm going to share with you today isn't theory. It's the psychology behind why women conceal their deepest emotions, and more importantly, how to recognize what she's communicating through everything she doesn't say. Because here's what nobody tells you. Silence is not the absence of feeling. For a woman who is truly catching feelings, silence is often the loudest signal of all. Sign 1. Her attention becomes unusually specific. When a woman is developing feelings she hasn't admitted to herself yet, she starts paying attention to details about you that a casual observer never would. She remembers the name of your younger brother. She notices when your energy feels different from last week. She asks a follow-up question about something you mentioned in passing 2 conversations ago. This isn't coincidence. This is emotional investment revealing itself before she's ready to acknowledge it. Her mind is holding on to you in ways she hasn't given it permission to. Sign 2. Her behavior becomes inconsistent. One day she's warm, engaged, laughing easily around you. The next she seems distant, preoccupied, almost deliberately cool. Most men interpret this as mixed signals or manipulation. It's neither. What you're actually witnessing is the internal push and pull between desire and self-protection. She's drawn to you, and that drawing feeling frightens her. So she creates emotional distance to regain a sense of control. The inconsistency isn't about you. It's about the war happening inside her. Sign 3. She becomes more selective in how she responds to you. Notice the pause before she replies. The way she chooses her words more carefully around you than around other people. The slight softening in her tone when she thinks you're not fully paying attention. When a woman is indifferent, she responds casually, without much thought. But when feelings are developing, everything she communicates to you carries a quiet weight, because without realizing it, she cares how you receive her. Sign 4. She tests your emotional steadiness. At some point, she will go quiet. She'll create space, not because she's pulling away, but because she's watching how you handle uncertainty. Will you panic? Will you chase? Will you become cold in response to her coldness? Her behavior in these moments is subconscious, but the data she's collecting is real. She's measuring whether you're the kind of man whose energy remains stable when hers does not. Because that's the quality she's truly looking for, not romantic intensity, emotional safety. Sign 5. Her protectiveness around you increases. When a woman begins to feel something for a man, she becomes quietly protective. She notices who's around you. She reacts, subtly, almost invisibly, when another woman enters the conversation. She won't name it as jealousy. She may not even recognize it as such. But the instinct is there, because something in her has already claimed a connection she hasn't spoken aloud. Here is what all of this means for you. The woman who hides her feelings is not playing games. She is protecting a heart that has been taught, through experience, that vulnerability is dangerous. When she finally encounters a man who remains grounded in her uncertainty, who doesn't demand clarity before it's ready to arrive, who creates stillness instead of pressure, something inside her shifts. Her guard doesn't fall because you asked her to lower it. It falls because she no longer feels she needs it. Real attraction doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it moves slowly beneath the surface, building depth long before it ever reaches the light. If you can learn to read what she's saying in the spaces between her words, in her hesitation, her attention, her quiet inconsistency, you will understand something most men never do. She was already falling. She just needed to know you were steady enough to catch her.